Good morning. G'day, it's Fish, the Beach Bum Investor, here with special friend of the show, Dee.
Hello.
To talk about crypto today. The exchanges have been leading the way big time. A couple of the exchanges doing really, really well overnight, as well as Bitcoin bull running again, as I suggested yesterday. It could be time for another Bitcoin bull run. And that has played out with Bitcoin actually hitting over 17,000. Just going to post up in Discord because I'm early. Only a little bit, but keeping it fresh. No one in the chat. That's what happens when you come on early and unscheduled. I'll have a quick look at the market while we're waiting for the crew to get in. I only just post up in Discord. There's not a lot of action over there. This morning, I guess everyone's made too much money. Doesn't want to talk crypto anymore. So Bitcoin's hit 17,000. $17,262.50. Bobek, what's going on? Up 12% in the last 24 hours. Good to see. Strong bull run from sort of the $15,000 mark yesterday. Grinkers?
I'm following.
Yeah, but he said sup D.
Hey, Drinkers.
See?
I didn't want to talk while you were talking there.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was rude.
Hey, Roland. Crypto Gnome and BB Junkie. All right, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about exchanges today and a couple other things as usual. What, Joe? What are you saying, damn? I was going to tell you about... Oh, all right. Yeah, bro, it's been pretty crazy. Try to get you to sign up under me. I'm signing up under D. Sorry, Joe. She's beating you to it. And then I'm going to do a training video for the exchange and pop that out on YouTube because I did one for Binance. I got like 38 referrals to Binance or something like that. Thank you to everyone who did use the referral link. It's done me really well. And it doesn't cost them anything, so I shouldn't feel bad.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, good. Okay, who else we got in? Slice Keeper. Grandpa BTC showing some old man strength. Good comment, man. Yeah, it's kicking along. I don't think 20,000 are all time like going to be our highest ever price for Bitcoin. I can see it hitting 6 figures long term. It's still number one coin in the market cap. People tend to forget that.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, it's good to see.
BB Junkie commented.
Peter M. What did BB say?
Hit BTC is down, the exchange.
Oh, really?
And that some of his friends can't get onto it either. Hey, AccuFive.
AccuFive's in. How are you, man?
Decentralized exchanges. Like
Crypto Gnome, I think it could be a big market in 2018. There's a couple actually that, the DEX market's coming up in 2018 that have already been announced. Really, really interesting market. Do you use EtherDelta?
I use EtherDelta.
So that's essentially a decentralized exchange because it's on chain.
Yes.
Allowing you to trade Ether and ERC20 tokens.
Yes.
So what do you think of it?
I really like it.
See, I've heard so many people say they're not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, no, I like it. Look, sometimes it's a little bit slow in terms of bringing up order books and sort of knowing how to put orders in. Biggest issue was when there was that hack, on
individual wallets, of course. Yeah, not on the exchange itself per se. Yeah, I think decentralized exchanges can do well. There's been a few announced. Keep an eye out for them, guys, because I think if you get in early to those, you're going to do well if they're reasonably valued. Hourglass is in. Roland Carl's brought up something really interesting. We'll get back onto exchanges, but he's brought up storage.
Yes.
Now, funnily enough, Wilkie, the big whale, called me yesterday. And he said, Fish, I'm thinking Seacoin. He said, I'm going to pile a bunch into Seacoin. I'm taking profits. I'm going to go Seacoin. I said, take a look at storage as well. But yeah, the point is I think that file storage is a good application for the blockchain. It makes sense to me. So yeah, I think SIA and storage can have good 2018s. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that, BB. Stop talking about something I'm looking at, bloody ICO. Can I rub that out? It doesn't work. Sorry?
Nothing. I just wasn't sure what they're waiting for.
No, well, that's me.
Oh.
I push. Never mind.
Sorry.
Al Cubes, what's up, man? Blue Zell is a SIA coin competitor. I haven't seen it, man. We'll have to take a look into it. But yeah, I think it can be I think it can definitely be a file storage can be a good use case for the blockchain going forward. So yeah, I like to see her in storage. I think Sia's been pretty heated lately. I think, like Wilkie and I were talking about it yesterday, and he said, which one do you prefer? I said, gun to my temple, I probably preferred storage, even though it's got a lower market cap. But Wilkie was talking about the phenomenon that's going on at the moment where people are just looking at coin prices.
Yes.
And because Sia's got such a high circulating supply, he was saying perhaps he'd be better off going with that. He did actually go with storage, which is down 10%, and Sia's up 20%. Sorry, Wilkie. Anyway, I think that's the first time I've steered him wrong. I got him onto Chainlink at 15 cents, which has hit $1 recently, so he can forgive me that one. System is up 7.43% in the last hour.
Yes, AQ5 ADA
Thanks,
is up 7%.
Yeah, cool. What is ADA?
I don't know.
Oh, is it? It's coming back. That's nice to see. What do you think of Cardano AQ5? We've been looking into it in more depth, man. Real academic paradise, that one. Drygood Spellweaver. G'day, how are you, man? Good to see you. Yeah, Roland's going to chuck a white paper up on Telegram. We're in Discord, Roland. If you're on our Discord group, can you pop it up there as well? That'd be real handy. Kev D, what do I think about FunFair? I'm not a gambler, bro. Look, I will say this much. People are going to gamble.
Yes, they are.
Australia's, it's at epidemic status almost. You can't. I mean, we have, I think, 80% of the world's slot machines, pokies.
I believe that.
And we have 25 million people in this country. That's a problem.
Yes,
so I'm not a huge fan of gambling because it almost destroyed my life, Kev. I was an addicted gambler, man. I had a real big problem when I was younger, in my early 20s, and lost I would say at least a couple of $100,000. So I tried to stay away from gambling. I fortunately made it back playing poker. Well, not all of it, but a substantial amount of it. So yeah, I did gamble for quite a long period, but I just don't do it anymore. And considering its net effect on society is negative, I leave it alone. Kev D, Poet, I haven't had a look at yet. Did you look at that one?
No, I didn't look at Poet.
No, I'm sorry. I'm getting heaps of commission for it though, man, because I get commission on what people are trading over on Binance. And I've picked up a lot of PO.ET. So I haven't actually looked at the white paper yet. I've said I'm really going to struggle to look into new projects for the next 2 months because it's really flat strap time for me. So I'm sorry I can't comment on that one yet. I will try and get to it though, man, because this happened with Lumens and Cardano. I was getting stacks of commissions on it before it mooned. So it makes me really interested that I am getting a lot of commission on POET. What's Peter M said there? Big news about USI Tech in Canada and the US being served a cease and desist. Interesting. There's been a bit of news come out. There's some stuff on IOTA as well. Come out overnight, wasn't there, from the founder?
Yeah, there is some information in terms of software developer. There was some other information that I had read that I shared with you that has left my head because I read the paper on Cardano. District
0x is up 91%. That makes it worthwhile having bought it at 10 cents. See, this is the thing, guys. I bought that at 10 cents on the way down, and it went all the way to 4 cents, and that should prove. I didn't get bored. I didn't go, oh, it's hard, it's money, I'll just sell out and take the hit. I hodled. And now, where's it sitting? DNT. Let's have a look. But I bought it at 10 cents originally, and I really should have doubled up at 4 cents when it hit that hindsight's easy, right? But 3.94, 43 cents. So now I've gone from halving my money to 4x.
Very excitement.
Very excitement indeed. Mr. Mystical's in. G'day, Mr. Mystical. Yeah, so stoked about that. I'm in my early 20s and you trying to say I'm going to gamble all my money away. Well, man, it happened to me. That's the reality. I'm not saying it happens to everyone. I just think people who do have an addiction like I did need to recognize that and step away from it. People who have it fun with it, it's fine. Like I don't have a problem with people gambling for entertainment, but I know back of people bet more than they can afford to lose.
Yes.
And it becomes a problem.
It does significantly.
So yeah, but I think if you at least you're going to have a gambling platform on blockchain, at least cuts out the middleman taking big cuts. Like, the average cut on a TAB race, like that's a horse race in Australia, is like 16% of the pools they take out on every single race. If you look at blackjack statistics aren't too bad, roulette's probably not too bad, but when you play these stats over and over and over again, it just keeps taking all the player money out of the pool and kicks it back to the middleman. So, yeah, I suppose gambling's always going to exist, and I suppose, like everything, blockchain is actually providing a better version of it. I just find it really, really hard to research, man. It brings up some bad memories. Hard times, guys. I'm not going to lie. It was bad. Hey, Hannad. Hey, been following your channel and the Discord group for a while. Great to finally catch Mr. PIVX live for the first time. ARN has had crazy growth today. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't even know what ARN is. What is it, though? Oh, yeah, I saw that because it jumped really quickly. I want to have a look at it. Should we do 442%. Hey, Hannah, let's do a screen share. Let's have a look at it and find out what this thing's about. This went completely under my radar. I hadn't heard it mentioned. Had you?
No.
I'd heard Aeon, A-E-O-N, and Aeon, A-I-O-N, recently partnering with Decentraland. But Aeron, A-E-R-O-N, I haven't seen before.
No.
And considering it's jumped 440%, we need to have a quick look and decide.
Oh.
Well, can we wait for everyone to have a look?
Yep.
Would that be fair? Get ahead of yourself, D. All right. Coming over to screen share. Where are we? Coin market cap. We were looking at this yesterday. On. Holy moly. Holy parabolia.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long's it been around for? It's a relatively new coin, D.
From what I can see, it only recently finished.
Yeah, November 7 it hit markets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's gone parabolic. Let's see what's markets it's on first and foremost.
Lots.
Is it?
Yeah.
High availability.
Ether Delta. We just check.
Okay, so it's an ERC20 token, being that it's on Ether Delta.
Yeah.
We've got Binance, HitBTC, Ether Delta, BitZ, Kuna. It's a pretty reasonable sort of availability there with, HitBTC, Ether Delta, Binance. They're three reasonably sized exchanges. All right, let's have a look. Now, Dee was getting excited, but she gets excited with every single blockchain project she looks at. And I'm guaranteeing she got it really excited because she saw a plane and thought, that's pretty.
Well, look, and also the fact that it's about aviation safety and it's quite a novel project. I haven't read anything similar.
Aviation safety. This is interesting. Aviation unites the world. Today, it has become an irreplaceable part of our lives and our business. And more importantly, it brings us back home to spend time with our family. There are over 100,000 flights worldwide made daily, serving over 2 million people. Despite the fact that aviation is considered as one of the safest types of transportation, the number of accidents related to air transport averages to about 3,302 yearly. The main reason is the human factor. Yeah, that's true. Key issues. Pilots may lack experience, they claim. Flight log records can be easily forged. I didn't even know that. I thought it would have been super, super difficult to forge that sort of thing.
I would have thought so too.
There you go. I didn't even know that that was a problem that exists. Flight schools may be corrupt. They have an incentive to fake pilot experience. Wow. Aircraft, this is making me reconsider my trip to Japan with Wilkie to go snowboarding. Aircraft operators may underreport the flight hours, saving considerable maintenance costs. Oh, that's not good. Lack of common solution that would prevent any modification of distortion of log data. Aviation has high demand for replacing old-fashioned solutions with new technologies. Flight schools need more sophisticated tools to manage student records and aircraft fleet. So I think we can see where this is going. Seems like a reasonable use case for the blockchain. I'd have to go more into it and see exactly what how it all works in that. Obviously investigate the team and what sort of experience they have. I'd want them to have some sort of experience within the aviation industry to be identifying these problems. And I'm sure if we go to the team they're going to have had. Started out in May 2016, very recent release. But yeah, it seems like I think aviation safety is critical, right?
So do I.
So if you've got blockchain, infallible records of pilot training, of logbooks of the actual aircrafts themselves to make sure maintenance is being updated. Maintenance is being performed at regular intervals. I think that's brilliant. It leaves, you know, I've watched that air crash investigation. I'm going to come back to the thing, but I've watched that. Hang on, how do I do this? Damn it. Oh, rookie. I've watched that air crash investigation, and 9 times out of 10, it's something someone did wrong. It is. Like I saw one. I literally saw one. I don't know if the blockchain could fix this, but I saw one where someone left a bit of masking tape over the pressure gauge. Like a bit of masking tape. That's it. Sticky tape over the gauge and almost crashed the plane.
That's terrifying.
It is. During routine maintenance, whoops, left a bit of sticky tape over the, you know, the thing that's reading all the air pressure and that sort of thing. Whoops. So yeah, I think that's awesome. I also saw one similar. McAfee, sorry. He doesn't even know how to pronounce his own name. Where's the extra A, McAfee? Get it right, mate. So yeah, I think that I'm going to pronounce it properly. McAfee is is that rude?
I don't think so. It's how it's spelled.
But yeah, McAfee's spoken about another one in maritime safety. Now, fortunately, my dad's actually been at the front of the maritime industry in Australia for 30 years. So I can actually go and take that to him and get him to have a look at it and see whether it's necessary. But same sort of thing about, you know, boat logs and also to stop people smuggling and all that sort of thing. It's really interesting. But the problem is that just the fact that we're getting pump and dumps a lot on anything that McAfee mentions, that bothers me a little bit. Affidavit's in. Good morning, mate.
Radio show would like me to share with you yet again that Lomo coin is going to skyrocket on the 18th of February.
Oh yeah, because of the red. Is that the red envelope day?
And Chinese New Year. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think that a smart person would be selling it back to the Chinese when they got their money and don't care what the price is? That's what I'd be doing. Maybe I'm dumb. I'd be buying it now to sell back then. Fish, just 99,000 more subscribers, and you can run a bona fide pump and dump group like Altcoin Buzz. I didn't even know there was a group called Altcoin Buzz. I'm not very good. I got Crypto Daily, who I like. You like Crypto Daily?
I do like Crypto Daily.
Crypto Investors.
Possibly because he does a lot of Star Wars references, and one of the most recent ones, he had the Stormtrooper falling down the stairs. Funny.
Moving on. No, I hadn't heard of Altcoin Buzz. I don't like pump and dumps, man. I like long-term investment. You guys know that. I don't care if I get 100,000 subscribers. I'm not going to pump and dump stuff. I'm going to quick flip stuff. I'm going to say, hey, guys, I think this could happen in the next 10 years, just to make sure people take a long-term view. Peter M. News just in. Metal is being delisted from Bittrex on January 12th. Not sure of the reasons. That's interesting. Metal was one I called at $4.
I don't know anything about Metal, I don't think.
It's, for lack of a better explanation, it's a payment service, for me, a crypto payment service. Have I got that right, guys? Metal? You know how many there are in this. Can you just quickly look it up on there?
Yeah.
It is in the top 100. Trade symbols MTL. Fish new coin listed on Binance today, APPC. Cool. It's already on a hockey stick. Tear out, look it up, Fish. Come on, bro. I called it. Come on, Lomo coin. Don't beg, Rocket. It's not becoming of you. Come on, Lomo coin. That's my call. Look it up, please. Thank you. Give respect. Words deserved to the guys that find the good. Look up Lomo coin. Rocket, if you keep hassling me, I deliberately won't look it up. I can be contrarian when I want to. We're shaping digital money. We're taking a look at Metal to start with. Transfer money instantly around the globe with nothing more than a phone number. Earn rewards every time you spend or make a purchase. Yeah, so it is a digital wallet. There you go. Digital payment system. Lightning clearance time. Take control of your money with cash. I don't know why it would be being delisted though. What's it sitting at? What's the price? I called it at $4 ages ago. Yeah, cool. So it's still all right, even with the 22% hit. We'll take a look at Lomo coin. I don't even know what. Lomo coin. Yeah, we did. We've already looked at it once on the show.
Yeah, when I was here the other day.
And now we have to look at it again. This is greedy, Rocket.
Because it was talking about red envelopes and the fact that you can share them with friends.
We did look at this already. I think it's difficult. We've got a lot of people asking for coins, so this will be our last look on the show at Lomo Coin. If you do like it, the red envelope day is coming up. It's gone up 45%, so be careful about buying into Parabolia, obviously, and has gone quite parabolic in recent times. 33 cents from 5 cents. So you're looking at 6x growth in about a month and a half. So it's very, very quick growth. It does seem like an interesting proposition in terms of taking advantage of, a long-standing tradition in China. I don't want to say taking advantage of. Can we say
making,
enabling, or I don't know. Makes it easier anyway.
Building on.
Building on, yeah. The beginning of the global social economy. Yeah, I do remember looking at this. So we did. Yeah. We definitely did have a look at this. I'm not going to spend too long on one we have brought up on screen share on the show before. That's
okay, because I think Rocket Show, he just was commenting that he made a killing on it. And he was teasing you.
Oh, okay.
Loves the show, and he's going to put his profits into PIVX.
Oh, I think that's a smart play. Yeah. I actually bought some more PIVX this morning, just because I had some. You know what I do? If I take profits on another coin, it's my savings account.
Yes.
So then I put some more PIVX in. Oh yeah, I remember. Xion Li Zhang. How am I going with that pronunciation? What do you mean you don't know?
Possibly really well. I don't speak Chinese.
You're 1/8 Chinese.
I know.
That's the only reason I brought you on the show. No, it's doing well. Lomo Coin doing really, really well. Lomo Star they've got on here. So yeah, I don't know whether that will happen though. Like if I'd bought it up now, I'd wait for that event where people are going to, they're going to have excess money. Almost stop the broadcast. They're going to have excess money and they're going to be ready to, just spend it because it doesn't matter when it's free money, right? That's the I'm asking you.
Yeah, look, I got distracted. Sorry, come back again.
Well, from a psychological point of view,
yeah,
which I don't know why you'd be able to answer, but let's just go with it. If people are given the money,
yes,
do they then psychologically value that money less and therefore will spend it more recklessly, perhaps?
Interestingly, it really depends on the country. So there's been some research done in Asian countries in collectivist cultures and individualist cultures. And there is this perception that, collectivist cultures and Asians are a lot more considered and thoughtful and sort of focus on savings. And so whether, I'd have to go back and double check what I'm sharing. But my understanding is that, collectivist cultures are more likely, whether it's something that they've earned or it's something that they have been given to show the money, the value that it's worth. And so I'm much more careful and thoughtful with it. We may not see that quite so much within individualistic cultures.
Interesting. So then based on that psychology, it could actually be reasonable to assume that they would put that into some sort of investment then.
Potentially, yeah.
Same as, a well-considered investment.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'd have to go back.
So that's for February, right?
February 18th is the Chinese New Year.
Awesome. Bruce Lee was 1/8 Australian. Yeah, I know. He's my great uncle. I'm only joking. What is it? Oh, some people talking about deep brain chain. Dee, you want to take the reins on that one since you've got it?
Look, I don't know if I can talk competently about it. All I know
is you bought it?
I did buy it. I loved it, partly because, as I said the other day when I was on the stream with you, we're looking at artificial intelligence, a blockchain for artificial intelligence. I like the concept because of neuroscience. I have started reading the white paper. I'm not able to have a more informed conversation because I kind of switched to Cardano for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What I liked is that the latest Neo 8 update to the wallet can actually store deep brain chain.
Yeah, it can.
Coins.
I did my upgrade yesterday.
Yeah.
To my Neo 0.0.8 wallet. And I can see that I can put Red Pulse and Deep Brain Chain on there, but I still can't see my Q-Link tokens or my Hash Puppy. But I have a Hash Puppy token.
Yes, you do have a Hash Puppy token.
Yes. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. If anyone knows about, like, I've been trying to do a bit of reading this morning, but I'm flat out busy. So I am trying to get my Q-Link tokens actually visible in my Neo wallet. And at this point, I've got Neo 0.0.8 downloaded, and I can only see Deep Brain Chain and what's that one from China? Red Pulse. I can only see those two NEP5 tokens at the moment. A gracious good morning to you all. G'day, Mike. He's getting DBC on 3 more exchanges very soon. DBC.
So Deep Brain Chain.
Oh, yeah, right. Do you know which exchanges? Or has it just been
I don't know which ones. I was just trying to bring up more information about DBC.
Yeah, cool.
Part of the reason that I went on to Kucoin was because Deep Brain Chain was on that website.
Actually, let's talk a little bit about Kucoin, because what I'd like to do, guys, is cover the actual title of the video. And one of the top 5 categories that I put for 2018 was exchanges. And I said it doesn't have to be decentralized exchanges. I think there is a place in the market for centralized exchanges, provided their fees are fair and their service is good. And they build a good community and give away, they interact with their community and give away rewards with some of the money they're earning. I think that's people are going to accept that. So, but the good gainers overnight, Binance, Kucoin shares, and ETHOS were all really strong. Now, you've recently started trading on Kucoin?
Yes, I have.
And you like it?
I do. I can't have an informed technical discussion about it. What I can say is that I've had experience with Cryptopia so far, Binance, EtherDelta, and now Kucoin. EtherDelta I find really straightforward and simple to use. Now I've got my head around it.
Yeah, she's the opposite to most people who find it really difficult. So anyway, yes.
Well, it makes the most sense in my head.
Fair enough.
And it's just a really, for me, simple, straightforward interface. And then it's got the relationship with I use MetaMask wallet.
Sure.
You can use hard wallets, and it is recommended. I like Kucoin, I think, because, again, for me, it's just really simple. It's not overly complex. I can go to my assets. I can look at the overview of it. I scroll down. I can see easily, whether I'm trading or, what I'm holding. I go to the markets. Again, it's not overly complicated in terms of, how I place orders. I don't know. And the graph, I have to say, the graph is just beautiful.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the graph is probably one of the better graphs that I've seen.
I think it's a nice user interface. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
I've been busy, but I'm going to download it and start practicing with it. If they had PIVX on there, I'd start straight away. Hint, hint, Kucoin. Anyway, Jesus Aaron got back to my question. He said it's Huobi Gate and iBank, 3 exchanges. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
So Deep Brain Chain becoming wider available.
Fantastic.
It is good, but what we can see from time to time is actually it goes, it gets brought up to the news that it's going to get listed on 3 exchanges.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like maybe a short spike after it actually gets listed, as the people have been waiting for that exchange buy up.
Yeah.
But then quite often the arbitrage will start and people will be going, oh, I've got to move it to here, dump it, and it can cause a downward trend shortly after that.
Yeah, I'm not technically capable enough of doing arbitrage. So for me, I go, if there's a coin on one sort of trading platform exchange, I stick with that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So because a lot of people do that, and say, well, no, I'm not going to find it on the cheapest exchange. I'm just going to trade it on this exchange.
Yes.
That can cause it when it's, you've been waiting for it to hit Kucoin, waiting for it to hit Kucoin, for example.
Yes.
And that's the only exchange you're going to have it available on, and you FOMO it because as soon as it hits there, you want it. I've seen you do it with Cardano. So, I think that, getting added to extra exchanges in the long term, brilliant. In the short term, it can be an unknown where it actually, like they buy it up to the rumor, but when the actual listing happens, it's a short spike and bang, so you're back down. So it's interesting. I've watched that pattern happen a couple of times. I've used Binance quite a lot, as you know.
Yes.
I got a lot of referrals over there.
Yeah,
that's been nice. Thank you to everyone who is trading under there. But I find it good. I've started using the advanced exchange a bit more.
Okay.
It's just a bit better laid out, to be honest. Like I prefer the layout of the advanced exchange. I've always just used the basic one.
Yeah.
just especially for giving examples and that. But now that I've had a bit of a play around on the advanced exchange, I actually prefer it. Let me bring you over to screen share and show you Binance quickly.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, it's cool, eh? Yeah, I'm going to do it here. You keep jumping the gun. Deposits.
It's actually very similar to Kucoin, the advanced.
Yeah, okay. So if we go to the exchange and go basic, that's the basic one that I usually bring up and show you guys. And it's not bad, don't get me wrong. Oh, by the way, I got some ICX buys this morning. Woo! Because I had some set against the BNB coin and BNB ran up. So I got ICX right. Oh, is that the ICX price? $8? What happened there?
I don't know. Do you want me to have a look?
Yes, please. Anyway, I'm going to go to show you the advanced exchange. It looks pretty cool. It's like color change.
Yeah.
But it's quite nice. And you've got your order history and trade history down here. So, you can have a look at what you've done recently. You can have a look at your open orders. Holy what?
Yeah, that's Kucoin. That's your advanced Binance.
Oh, no, I thought, what you're showing me there? Deep brain chain.
Deep brain, sorry. Brought up
I'm just looking at the graph on that.
Sorry.
Jesus had some good gains.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah, Kucoin, that's interesting. Kucoin's exchange is almost identical. Oh, no, I won't say almost identical, but very, very similar layout to
advanced Binance.
Advanced Binance. So, yeah, you got your buy and sell orders here. You got buy and sell books. What went on there? It was saying $8 just before. Anyway, okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's basically it. You can choose your pairings up here, guys. So if you click up here, you've got your favorites: BTC, Ether, BNB, US dollar. I quite like it. I use both. Just depends on what it opens to. But yeah, that's the Binance exchange. I find it pretty easy to use. Quite like it. The only thing I don't like about it is like on some coins it doesn't let you do parts of a coin.
Mm.
And I like to trade and accumulate, where I'm like trading the exact same, let's say BTC or Ether value in and out and accumulating the altcoin that I'm after.
Yeah. And
that makes it difficult to do that because I'll sell 4 coins, for example, and want to buy back 5, but I've got with the amount of Ether I sold for, I can get 4.8, and it won't let me do that. Right. So I just have to buy the 4 back and just bank the Ether profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
So it's a bit frustrating because I like to compound.
Yeah.
So I'll start with 4 coins and then trade it at 10 or 20% gains in a big range, and doing that, trading it 10 times in a 10% range is more profitable than 2xing because you're compounding as well.
Is that only within the advanced?
No, that's just trading in general. Okay. I'm talking about numbers.
Okay, sorry.
Because you were busy looking at things. So
no, I was trying to understand the part. I thought the Binance you could do partial.
Oh, I haven't been. I haven't. On some coins you can. I'm saying on some coins you can't.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Hanad likes Kucoin. It's nice and simple to use. A lot of good coins on there too, and the bonus shares are a plus. Yeah, that's a good point. So it's a residual income coin as well.
Mm-hmm.
By holding that Kucoin, you're actually going to get a percentage or a payout of the Kucoin exchange's earnings.
Yeah, which is part of the reason you encouraged me to buy
QCS. I told you to buy it long before it spiked, though.
Hey, I waited for the drops. I did what you told me.
Yeah, you did. You bought in the dips. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Hi, Fish. When will Binnacles or Bitters be back up? A couple of nicknames there from Brian Teskey. Man, I don't know. I haven't heard any announcements. They're up and running, as in Binance and Bittrex. They're just not accepting new members at the moment. It'll be scaling. They've struggled with scaling before. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I got you, Brian. It's all good, man. A little typo here and there. Sivana Garaju Yaramasetti. How'd I go?
I am not very good at pronouncing.
I'm sorry, I'm not great with with that name. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. What did Roland Carl say? I'm not sure which comment that was referring to. Anyway. Sam, thoughts on Enigma or Kyber? Well, Kyber funnily enough, one of the guys I trust a lot with his review of cryptos in the economy is Johnny Crypto over on Stable.
Yes.
And also in the Crypto Wave Investment Crew. And he's put Kyber in his top 10 for 2018. So he's a big fan of it, and he's a good assessor of coins. I haven't read the white paper on either of those. Can we have a look at? Let's have a look at one of them. Let's do Kyber. Everyone asks about that, so we'll do a screen share and we'll actually have a look at Kyber. This won't be a in-depth look at it, but we can get a quick idea of what the project is like. If you are looking to invest in a project, you really need to dig a lot deeper than what we're about to dig just for a brief overview at the moment. But we're going to go into share and we'll have a look at Kyber Network because it is one that I would like to understand a little bit more. A lot of questions being asked about it. Sorry, that was the one we were looking at before. Kyber is KYB, I think. No, KNC, that's right. Hey, down 5.42% against US dollars. Really, really nice. I like that growth pattern. Not parabolia. It's upwards, strong upward trend, but it's not doing the straight lines up that we've seen on some of the other graphs we've looked at. So this, based on its, see these lines of support here when we get down low at the bottom of these things, around the $3 mark, it seems to be acting as support at the moment. We'll see what happens, but overall, if you drew your channels, it's looking quite nice. So that's the first thing. Market cap $429 million US dollars, so $500 million coin market cap. 31 million in volume, trade volume. That's fine. That's a 7. What's that? No, it's 12. No, it's 8%. No, 12%. Oh, I've stuffed that up. It's 8%. Sorry, it's just under 8%. Mental arithmetic went wrong at that time. Circulating supply of 134 million coins and change, and an eventual supply of 215 million. So again, not an alarming inflation rate, depending on how long that inflation takes place over. So let's go and have a look at what markets it is available on. It is available on Binance, OKX, Hubai, we said Binance, Coin, Nest, Liqui, CoinRail, Gate.io. Yeah, it's got good availability. Cryptopia, Kucoin, really good availability. That's good to see. It's a tick in that box. Kyber Network, trustless, instant, liquid, and compatible. I'll tell you what, D, we get a break when this happens. It's an exchange. Now, sound coming on. Give me a second. We're sorting this out. I'm going to go like this. Oh, stop it. One of Bob's, yeah, we don't. Where's the sound gone? Why is that not working, dude?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's excellent.
I'm not much more technologically advanced when it comes to using YouTube than you are. Actually, I'm probably even less.
Should be working.
Vision.
Oh, Luke, blow my ears off. Sorry, guys. That was bad. All right, we're going to watch this video. See what Kyber Network's about. At least a 2-minute overview.
Bob learned about DigixDAO at a conference and is impressed by the organization's vision, and he wishes to be part of the network by buying some DGD tokens. One of Bob's options today is through centralized exchanges, but they require standard registration and verification of personal identity. These processes take time. Then Bob is required to deposit his Ether to the exchange and wait some time before the transaction can occur. And on top of that, exchanges are subject to being hacked, putting the funds at risk. Bob also considered trustless exchanges, but these trustless exchanges typically have low liquidity, and that means it would take longer for Bob to purchase or sell crypto assets. Still looking for an exchange that could satisfy your criteria, Bob? Why not try Kyber Network? With Kyber Network, you can get your DGD tokens in a single transaction. No need for registration or deposit, and there's no confirmation time after your transaction is included in the blockchain. You only need to send your Ether to Kyber Network's contract. Then the contract will return the corresponding amount of DGD tokens to you instantly. Very simple, right? Kyber Network does not hold your funds, so you don't have to worry about the network getting hacked and risk losing the entire amount that you have deposited. So how do we do what others fail to offer? Kyber Network runs entirely on smart contracts, which do not hold users' funds. All trades are atomic, so either they succeed or users are refunded immediately. Kyber Network guarantees high liquidity by maintaining a reserve of all tokens in the network. Third parties can also maintain and register reserves in the network to facilitate their own transactions. Each reserve determines the prices according to its view of market prices. Kyber Network simply gets the best price as the exchange rate for the network users. In addition to being an exchange, Kyber Network is also a payment service that allows everyone to pay for goods and services in any token, while the recipients get paid in their preferred token. Kyber Network also supports advanced financial instruments, such as derivatives. For example, suppose you will be receiving your Melon token reward from a DAO contract in 3 days. If you figured that the conversion rate for Melon token to Ether is at its peak today, not 3 days from now, and you want to maximize your returns from your DAO investment, you can consider hedging your position with Kyber Network today and perform the transfer when you get your Melon reward. Kyber Network made Bob smile, and we at Kyber Network believe that we can do the same for you too.
Oh, it's excellent to see that Bob's happy. Stoked with that. Yeah, it looks interesting. Like, the thing I like about it is it appeals to the masses in terms of from a commerce point of view. Like, I'm going to set up a few stores with my primary preferred coin being PIVX, right? But how about if Joe Bloggs wants to pay in Ethereum? Now, me personally, I don't really have anything against taking Ethereum either, but if I just purely wanted to take PIVX because I understand it, because I know it works well, because I've got a plan to stake it and actually earn residual income on my sales, it makes that possible. That's pretty cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's clever.
It seems a little bit like Ether Delta in that it makes you sign up a contract on their chain to exchange, which is essentially what Ether Delta does, right?
Well, that's my understanding, but one of the things that I'd like to look more into with Kyber Network is that the concept of not having to wait for transactions or the delay in being able to purchase crypto assets because you're waiting for maybe a transfer of funds to hit the exchange. And so some of the frustrations that I know that I've experienced, and possibly others, is things like trying to transfer Ether from Coinbase to MetaMask, and there being delays on transactions, which then delays being able to sign contracts or cancel orders or to purchase cryptocurrencies because there is a delay in those transactions being processed. So I'm curious whether Kyber Network is actually attempting to address some of those challenges as well through what they're proposing with their exchange.
Yeah, right. Brian Teskey's asked, Fish, is any trustworthy exchanges accepting new clients? There will be. I haven't tried Kucoin as far as... Kucoin looks excellent, I've got to say. It does look good, but I haven't tried it as far as to withdraw yet, which is important before I go and say, yep, it's a legitimate exchange.
I'll give it a go today because I was thinking of transferring some of my...
You're going to transfer your debt brain chain,
DDC over to...
Because that's your bag hold. Like, Dee's holding a bag, obviously.
Yeah.
Some for trading, and then she's going to transfer the rest over to the Neo wallet.
Yeah.
So we'll get back... I'll get back to you on tomorrow's show and let you know how that went.
Yeah.
We might actually just do screenshots and I'll do it... we'll do it and record it, and we'll record a bit of a demo on how to use Kucoin exchange as well. But it looks really nice to me, Brian, and I think their availability of coins is really, really actually good for a new exchange. Because when Binance first started, they had 6 coins or 5 coins.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, none.
All right.
Yeah, they've grown quickly.
Hugely.
Yeah, so Kucoin having that bigger availability to start with, I think, based in that Hong Kong, that Asian market, I think it's going to do well. What do we got?
Christopher there is saying that Kucoin has the highest growth rate out of any exchange.
Yeah, that's probably because it's brand new. I mean, that's probably not a fair comparison until we get into a little bit further. But I think it's an excellent exchange, having said that.
Yeah.
But its growth rate being the biggest is because it's been around for all of about not very long. So but I think it can challenge the top exchanges. They've come up with a clever use of the coin represented on the Kucoin shares.
Yes.
In that you get
the residual
income. A residual income through holding them. It's a bit of a difference on Binance where you'll get cheaper trade fees by holding Binance coins, but it's clever how these centralized exchanges have already realized if we don't do something for our customers, like this little party period for them where they were just essentially raping money out of coins and customers by demanding payments to get on exchanges and all that. This party period for them is over thanks to decentralized exchanges.
Which I think is positive.
It pushes them. It pushes them to do better. I'm not saying they haven't done well. It's been a difficult teething period, an infancy period of the crypto economy, and they've done well. But they can't just go, yep, done now, because the decentralized exchanges will crush them flat out if they don't provide good customer service, fair trade fees, and an excellent value proposition for the token.
Well, it makes sense, especially given the level of competition that's available. I just want to come back to the comment by Drygood Spellweaver, in that he said that Kucoin only charges 0.001 LTC to withdraw Litecoin, and it's way more fair than the other exchanges.
So that's what you like to see, is this competition is better for the consumer.
Well, when I was looking at trying to do the withdrawal and transfer earlier today, Deep Brain Chain, I think it was going to be lucky if it cost me one
Deep Brain Chain. That's right. Yeah. Which is not too, it's not too. It's not excessive.
No, not given what it's valued at. Yeah.
Seems reasonable. So, Christopher Stairs, am I well late on the chat? I am. But Christopher Stairs said we talked about Kucoin shares. We just sort of did a little bit, didn't go into it like really. You've confirmed, Hong Kong. That's what I thought. It was Hong Kong based, and I mean, Hong Kong's a big market.
It is a big market.
So I think that Kucoin can do really well. And based on, I haven't used the exchange yet, but I'll try and put a video together on how to use the Kucoin exchange within the next few days. That makes sense for me, because if anyone uses my referral link, then I'll get a commission on that. So I might as well do that. It looks to be a good exchange. Although maybe I'd forgo I would. There you go. There's a shout out to Kucoin's things. I'll make the training video and I'll forgo any commission if you just add PIVX to the exchange. Deal? Done. So yeah, I think what else we got?
I like the comment by George.
George, his last name as well, please.
I really don't want to mispronounce
Kyriazos.
Thank you.
Kyriazos. Sorry, George, if that's wrong. Or maybe Cardano succeeds as first third-gen open source and rules them all till 19. Then it will be no need for so many different projects based on older tech. This has been a huge debate in this area, George, because I'm saying it's a nice idea. Where's the actual applications?
Yeah.
Theoretical, man. I'd like to see some applications being built. So I think Cardano's overpriced for current stage of developments. And the academics can sit there and research and collaborate and write articles all day. But until we actually get some applications built on Cardano, I'm super impressed with the vision. You know that.
And there's a lot of the plan is that the second quarter of this year, a lot of what they're proposing is going to be released.
Yeah.
That yes, there really only has been, I've got notes somewhere, one feature that was released back in September.
Yeah.
But I think my understanding too, though, is it's one of the few open source platforms that has actually been researched on the blockchain. There's a lot of substantial research that's gone into.
And this is the other thing, is that one coin will never rule them all. It's as simple as that, because even if one technology is far superior to any other technology out there, there are Bitcoin maximalists who will die believing that Bitcoin will be number one for all time. No matter what happens in the economy, they will find a reason to tell you that Bitcoin is the best. And for virtually every altcoin that's ever been out there, I've been told, especially when they've hit market, this is the new thing. It's going to crush everything. Ravelocks, Cardano, Neo, Icon. I can name like 50 different coins that have been dubbed as no other coin will be needed. We'll just do it all on this. And the world doesn't work like that.
No.
People need choice. They've got to have variety. They've got to have choice.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. And also competing actually drives performance, as we've seen in the exchange market recently. And it drives a better deal for the consumer. I mean, the thing is if we've just gone, okay, we all accept Cardano, then what incentive is there for the developers to continue to try and develop that type of technology? If there's only one coin left and it rules them all, there's no incentive, right?
No, there's not.
So surely we need to incentivize the continued development of this brilliant technology.
Well, the other thing too is what we're seeing is a lot more innovation and creativity. The more projects that come on board, the more that people are able to identify limitations and weaknesses of current existing platforms or exchanges or cryptocurrencies, the more we then see solutions being generated. And then, like one of the things I love about Cardano is that collaboration globally. So, you know, we see a lot more sort of initiatives coming about how do we all come together as a community? How do we, you know, actually sort of demonstrate the ethos of blockchain?
Which I love.
Yeah.
I mean, I love a lot about Cardano, you know that. But I'm fighting the practical side. You can fight the academic theoretical side for that argument. It's going to be the month of coins under $1 as a question mark from altcoin M. It seems to be a trend in the market, man, but I think, to me, I'm not going to play that trend just because everyone else is. And the reason is that the market has to wake up to circulating supplies and market caps eventually. And when they do, I don't want to be holding a bag of stuff I didn't even want just because it was cheap per coin. So, yeah, there's some great products and coins out there with high circulating supplies. And that's probably one of your better bets at the moment with the market doing what it's doing and just recognizing coin price.
Drawing with Spellweaver, in terms of Cardano potentially being an Ethereum killer, there is some debate about that from some of the blogs and the reading that I've been doing, and especially if Ethereum does sort of move to proof of stake, and they are looking to incorporate concepts that I'm still grasping, but things like sidechain. Yeah. So
scalability is going to increase with sidechains. That's essentially my understanding of what the value of adding sidechains will be.
And so then that comes back to the point that we were raising before, is that with Cardano being a third generation, you know, platform, it's helping.
It's a third generation white paper. Sorry, but I'm just saying, it's like I just want to see some. I said this about Neo, and then I changed my mind once we started seeing some applications released on Neo. Then I'm like, okay, we've got it. We've got a network that's actually got applications building on top of it.
Well, what I see as exciting though is that Ethereum then is going, all right, well, there's these other sort of currencies, let's say, or platforms being generated, and they're then trying to find solutions to scalability. Or they've had crypto kitties released, and they saw how it pretty much crashed the network.
Pretty much crippled it.
Yeah. So I sort of go like, you know, again, we're talking evolution.
Sure.
It's pretty exciting that we're seeing, you know, the emergence of new projects, new platforms, new exchanges, then is helping to evolve blockchain or the technology that's building on blockchain. So I see it as a positive.
Yeah, I think I've said this, the minds collaborating on the Cardano project.
It's beautiful.
It is amazing. I'm not going to say it's not. But again, the other thing is that I've got to consider about this is, yes, Cardano can do this and that and the other, and it's aiming to be a DApp and a currency.
And a wallet.
And all this thing. But I've always argued that I'd actually prefer specified blockchains for specified use cases. Like for me, if someone said to me, do you want to put your genomic data on Cardano or encryption? I'll tell you what, I'll go with Dave, Copesel and encryption, because that's what they're specializing in, is specific use for the blockchain. Not, oh, we can do everything. Because I think targeted teams working in targeted industries, like we've just seen with that airplane one, like we've seen with encryption in terms of DNA.
Isn't that what, like, again, naivety, isn't that what a DApp platform is where you kind of have it like a platform?
True. I mean,
and then you
absolutely.
build a project on top of it. So then that aviation one that we were looking at
could be on a Cardano platform, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It can be. But I just think that, I mean, that's the other thing, is to say Cardano will be the one and only coin. Well, that's...
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's very ignorant as well, because the success of Cardano relies on apps being built, i.e. other coins, on top of the Cardano platform.
Most definitely.
So if they don't succeed, Cardano's value is not going to be as impressive as people think.
No.
So to say it's going to be the only coin is a bit silly, because it relies on other coins to be successful in itself.
Most definitely. We come back to other projects that I'm interested in, like Dragon Chain.
Yeah.
You know, even is it Icon and Neo? Like I just go, you know.
Yeah, to say a Disney-backed project, you know, with the financial backing of Disney.
Yes.
To say that they're not going to be competitive with Cardano.
Almost definitely.
They're going to be just because of money.
Well, look at what they've already done. They went from, an 89-cent coin up to 350. They're, you know, bringing in new CEOs. Like the project's moving forward. There's applicability to Dragon Chain at the moment. Their collaborations are really solid. So I sort of go, you know, we're seeing a lot of movement.
Yeah, because there's more to success in business, and there's more to success in business specifically than just academics. That's the truth. There is, Steve, because otherwise the scientists and the smartest people in the world would be the wealthiest, and it's not the case.
No, and again, my position on Cardano is that I don't want it to be like the be all and end all. what for me is generating a lot of enthusiasm and excitement is this idea around, global, collaboration, that there's research that's being done, that, the consensus model that they're looking at. It's just a lot of sort of novel new ideas that's being built upon already pre-existing sort of first, second generation platforms. And what do we do to move this forward from a technology point of view? But then also those first and second generation platforms, what innovation can they then generate based on what we're seeing with the emergence of third generation? Third generation,
That's an interesting debate. I think it's one that's going to rage between myself and Dave for quite some time and probably split a bit of the crypto economy. But I tell you what, as soon as I see some applications being released on Cardano, I'm likely to swing around based on the news that hits market. Please go ahead.
And thanks, Seb Fox, for the feedback that Cardano is not just academics. Their CEO is the ex-CEO of Ethereum.
Yeah, sure. I'm teasing when I say that, Seb. It's because I'm teasing Dave.
Yeah, he's
and it's only we're playing. I'm not being serious. Like academics are. I studied a lot myself. I wasn't necessarily traditional, but I am self-taught. Your thoughts on VeChain? Do you think it's undervalued at $3? I like it long term. I like VeChain and Walton because I think RFID technology overlay with the blockchain is going to be huge for customer service and quality control, among other things. So, I think long term it's good at $3. I just bought my first VeChain myself, actually. I should have got it ages ago when I was given the tip. I think it was BB Junkie first gave me the tip on Ben. He said, hey, if you like Walton, have a look at this. And I went, yeah, but I've got Walton. So, I think it can continue to do well. I think that if you look at the cost savings alone in improving quality control and the manufacturing process, it just that alone is worth a fortune. Add to that like better consumer, giving better information to consumers through knowing smart packaging.
See, I don't know much about VeChain, so
okay, it's similar to Walton in terms of using RFID technology overlaid with blockchain.
Oh, okay, that's clever.
Yeah, really clever because it allows immutable tracking. And the thing is, they're talking about even having an orange, right?
Yes.
Has a small RFID chip on the skin. You scan that, it tells you where it was grown, what fertilizer was used, blah, 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 whether it was organic, what process it was taken, when it was grown, when it was picked.
That's pretty amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that that's pretty interesting. And I think that that's something, again, it adds this trustless supply chain instead of going, oh, I wonder where that's come from. It's a trustless supply chain. We can scan it and find out straight away.
Yes.
And, putting RFID in your tags of your clothing, so, the sleeve of your thing falls off and you can report it to the company. And if they have sleeves falling off over the place, they can identify based on the RFID which part of the manufacturing process is falling down.
Which would be fantastic for cars or
anything with quality control.
Yeah.
Any manufacturing process that needs quality control.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So it's
really
pretty
impressive.
Cool. I think it's good.
There's been some other people who have asked about Ray blocks.
I just like what Slicekeeper said here. I'm just going to say it. He said, remember when Neo was an ant? I don't know if you know, David, Neo was originally ant shares.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so Neo went through a rebranding. I owned it when it was ant shares at $1.30 and then dumped it at $10.
Because ant's now
I bought a lot back now, so I'm all right. But Ant is now Aragon. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second if you like. But
no, we don't have to.
I do remember when Neo was Ant Shares, man, and that rebranding happened. Crazy, right? How long ago was that? Well, man, I first bought it in May or June. Ant Shares, May or June. So I don't know what price it was then, but it was under $2 because I bought it under $2. I think I might have even got it at $1 or something, like on my lowest of low buys.
So then it would have been back in.
It's $100 a coin now.
Yes, I've been tracking it with you.
Do you know how annoying that is for me? Had to buy it back. Look, but to be fair, I bought it back at like 30 to 35. Like I stacked in a good bag there, and then I went again at 50 to 55.
That's actually, well, given where it's at.
Yeah, I'm happy. But if I just held my bag that I bought at $1, I'd be kicking back in Fiji in front of Cloudbreak with a Mai Tai just coming up.
Yeah, but what's your statement? Lost profit is not lost?
Who says that? That's a stupid statement.
Is it lost profit's not loss?
Who said that?
You, constantly on this stream.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply for me. That only applies for the people watching.
That is what you say, right?
Yeah, it's true.
I do listen.
It's true.
Yeah. Slice Keeper, it's your choice about ADA. My position on Cardano is more theoretical and philosophical. And for me, when I become quite something, I do a lot of reading almost obsessively, which means that I can engage in more of an informed conversation here with Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to you. I was reading other people's comments. TNC's in. He said, TNC's been a long time supporter of the show, said, what are the thoughts on First Blood, Deep Brain, and Roblox? Roblox. You say potato, I say potato. You say Satoshi, I say Satoshi. Anyway, Roblox is, I like the idea of it when someone told me it was Tangle Tech fused with Ripple or Stellar, if you like. I thought that's pretty cool, but I hadn't actually read the white paper or anything, and then I saw a little bit of a contrarian opinion to the way the market's been reacting lately, that Roblox was, its only value was scalability. We already have plenty of currencies that are doing very, very well in that respect. Ripple, Stellar, Oda.
Oh, okay, cool.
BitShares. There's a lot of coins that are doing really well in scalability, but the other point of this, I guess, wrapping up this thought process, was that scalability is not the big fight, like the big race that the crypto economy is in, because that will be fixed with the whole economy, making an effort to fix scalability. The same way as the internet.
No, it's already
right?
happening.
It's always increasing in speed, right? Unless you live in Australia. So the same way that the internet, started out at a certain capacity and speed, that's where we're at with blockchain, and it's going to increase. We're just finding out the methods to do it: Lightning networks, side chains, proof of stake models, all different models that allow us to speed up, increase the transaction volumes that we can accept within the crypto economy. So that one feature in itself is not enough to cement a coin's place in the economy. Was crypto investors' opinion. And the more I think about it, the more I tend to agree. I really tend to agree, because the scaling solutions.
It's always evolving.
Well, the other thing is that I don't believe that Roblox takes us to 100,000 transactions per second. I'm not 100% sure. But until we get a technology that safely, securely, and actively displays that it's capable of handling that sort of volume, we haven't hit mass adoption. That's the necessary number to actually use it as a, one currency, as a overall currency throughout the world.
But do we want to get to a point, though, where we're using one currency?
No, we don't, but we want to have the option to. Coins should be able to handle that going forward.
Okay.
That's one of the things we've got to achieve, I think, anyway. But we do that as a collective. We don't do that individually throughout the economy. That's what I think, anyway. It's just my opinion.
Oh, that's okay. I think for me, practically, I haven't actually given that much thought. I keep coming back to me, a lot of what motivated me into this space was the ideas around blockchain itself as a technology, and then what's been built on it is the cryptocurrencies, crypto assets, which I have a much passion and enthusiasm around. So for me, what brought me in was the philosophy behind blockchain itself.
Oh yeah, I did miss the first question, Isaac, and that's a good point. If I do miss a question, just put it in again, because there is a lot of chat that comes through. It's not easy to keep on track of all of it. But welcome back, Isaac. And Isaac's asked about Dogecoin. Dogecoin.
The one
that's the one.
Yeah.
It's got a dog mascot. It was rumored to start as a joke, man. And I sort of stayed away from it from that reason. But I quickly realized that, if you look at the history of money, we've used all sorts of things as money, as a story of wealth, or to transact value between people.
Well, bartering systems, back in ancient Egyptian of times.
Oh, anything, spices, livestock, shells.
It's what value
gold.
we place on.
Yeah,
on
exactly. As long as we all accept it has value, it has value. And the good thing about any crypto, at least the majority of them, is that they're immutable. So you can't change the chain. the history, can't be rewritten.
No, it can't.
On the blockchain. So, any crypto, in my opinion, is a better form of fiat currency, which can be manipulated, rewritten. Like the history can be rewritten of $1 turning into 10 through the fractional reserve banking system.
Well, you've also said too, in terms of tangibility, we I don't know how to sort of describe it, but you don't know sort of how much is actually hitting the market. Like
it's none. It's 3% of fiat currency. 97% exists in zeros and ones that were created by governments and banking and banks and the reserve banks. So to me, Doge is better than, like, any of these coins are better than fiat currency. And the reality is people have chosen to adopt Doge as a store of wealth or a transaction medium. They've chosen that because of its market cap. You can tell it's been consistent. They've grown a community behind the Doge coin. So if it started as a joke or not, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter because the tech's pretty good. It's quick.
Well, it comes back
it's low cost to move.
Yeah.
You could consider it somewhat Litecoin-esque.
Yeah.
In its technology. If you guys disagree with that, please feel free. Very basic overview of Doge, but yeah, I think it depends on the market. It depends on the community.
Well, it comes back to the theme that I was exploring with you the other day on the stream. Is again, it comes back to what value do we place in the coin?
That's right.
So if Dogecoin might have started as a sort of a prank or a playful idea between two friends, and then it became an actual cryptocurrency, and they were honest about the novelty about creating this coin, and they didn't hide the agenda behind it, and then from that it's generated a lot of momentum and interest. Either because the name or the fact that it has become more applicable and practical and comparable to existing cryptocurrencies.
Yep.
I place value in that.
Of course you do.
It's pretty awesome.
Because that's all it is. And that's the reality is that we can say, this one's going to crush this one and this one's going to crush this one because of the tech. But I'm telling you now that the general market doesn't care about the difference between free transaction fees and 1/1000th of a cent, which we have at PIVX. They don't care. I don't care about sending a transaction for 1/1000th of a cent. I have to send 1,000 PIVX transactions for it to cost me 1 cent. I can afford that. I'd have to send, if I sent 3 transactions every day for a year, that process would cost me 1 cent with PIVX. That's no need to bring it down to a 0 fee when it's that low anyway. But I can afford 1 cent. I can afford 1 cent for 1,000 transactions.
So could I.
So, yeah, is it necessary? Like when we've got proof of stake, not to mention privacy and zero coin protocol, staking ZPIF coming soon. The point is, I'll get off my PIVX shill in a second. My point is that I can make that choice. My choice is PIVX. Like that's my choice. No one gets to tell me I'm wrong.
No, and you place value in that.
And I place value in that.
Yeah,
because of all the reasons I've been over 1 million times on this show.
Yeah. That's
my choice. And someone else's choice might be Doge, and someone else's choice might be Ether or Bitcoin. And you can't argue with that at the end of the day. You can't argue with people's choices.
That's why there's over, 1,400 coins?
Just on CoinMarketCap.
Yeah.
There'll be 10,000 easy out there.
Yeah.
And forget about it. By the end of 2018, there'll probably be 100,000. Then 1 million. Who knows where it's going to stop? Bring out Dcoin for BJJ and
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu
and yoga. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and yoga coin. Any good comments that we've got to get to there?
Altcoin M was sort of saying that Mark Zuckerberg is wanting to get involved in crypto.
Yeah, I'd heard about it. Facebook wanting to get involved in crypto. I heard that rumor. Like, I actually heard a rumor about Redcoin being involved with Facebook a long, long time ago, but it didn't. It didn't end up coming to fruition. But there's probably something like that. Zuckerberg goes, "Yeah, I like crypto," and then he was wearing a red shirt or something, so everyone went, "Oh, Facebook and Redcoin are working together." That's honestly how easily a rumor starts in this economy. So, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that Zuckerberg's interested in a technological revolution.
Oh, well, given the momentum and the fact that cryptocurrencies are now being almost referred to as mainstream in some of the blogs that I've read.
Yeah, I don't know about mainstream yet, but maybe mainstream amongst the tech world. Like, my mates still don't know what it is.
I don't know that mean. My my computer and an IT friend.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I think Altcoin M is expecting that Mark Zuckerberg or Facebook might actually.
I would think so as well. Altcoin
Yeah.
M. I'd say that's the way they go. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg is a creator. You know,
Yeah,
that's what he wants to do. He wants to create and build, and he doesn't want to just use someone else's product. So that's I tend to think it would go that way as well. Can't be sure. Maybe they'll use Redcoin. I've got Elysium Cook. I'm going to drop a little bit of info here right now, actually, because I'm allowed to do this because Press Tab did it on the bloody stream the other day with what's their name, CCTV or whatever they're called. He dropped the news about the PIVX exchange. So now that that's been made public, maybe I can drop it here too. Good on you, Tom, for dropping that one. But yeah, PIVX are working on a PIVX exchange, decentralized exchange that will allow you to transfer Bitcoin or Ethereum directly into ZPIV.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So
that's huge progress.
for those, stoked. That's like our devs have just finished Zero Coin Protocol, iOS wallet.
Yeah.
They're already working on an exchange, among other things. Am I right, Elysium Core? So yeah, we've got some exciting times ahead in 2018. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Whether the market receives it well or not I won't say it's irrelevant to me, but I hold value in what we're doing.
Well, as you said, there's so many positive movements, and again, you're looking at applicability, creativity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's movement into the market by looking at they've already got their wallet on Android. You said the wallet's being released on OS, or has no?
I'm laughing at Cryptkeeper's comment. He's not a big fan of Zuckerberg, clearly.
No, I was bringing you back to that one as well.
Cheers from Canada. Good to see you, dude.
And I was also going to talk about Wellington Keynes' comment and say, yes.
Are people holding Tron?
Attempting to.
She's been selling out of it, being naughty, trying to be a pro trader in her third week. And oops, it's gone. What do I tell you about selling your whole bag? Don't do it.
I didn't expect it.
She's got like 100 Tron left. There you go. You literally have 100 Tron left.
Yeah, but I didn't expect it to go like.
No, but
Parabolia, isn't it?
Parabolia.
Yeah,
that's the correct
Parabolia,
term. I think. TNC mentioned before that Wabi is doing well from the ICO price. That doesn't surprise me. They won a big developers conference.
Who does that?
Wabi, WABI. I think it was
yeah.
the Neo developers conference. Was it? Was it Ethereum? No, it was Neo. I'd have to check. But yeah, Wabi I've been hearing more and more about. Jao was really keen on it. Johnny Crypto.
Yeah.
You like Wabi. I was surprised he didn't have that in his top 10.
I've heard of it. I'm not able to recall.
No, I won't have too much to comment on it either. But I do know Zhao was really bullish on it. We were looking at it a while ago.
Okay.
So I think it might have even been at ICO. Whoops. The Facebook altcoin will allow you to... The Facebook altcoin will allow you to mine by implanting RFID into your skull. Your personal data may or may not be traced.
Crypto Gnome, I do agree. The adolescent population, young adults, there's a massive shift towards Instagram and other forms of social media at the moment. Facebook's still around, and I think that, earlier generations who were around when it first emerged are still sort of very true to Facebook. But we're seeing a lot of other forms of social media take the focus currently.
Steam it.
Yeah.
Steam it's brilliant.
Reddit.
It's more positive space. It's a more creative, positive space.
Twitter, Reddit.
And productive. It's more productive as well.
YouTube.
Facebook is just
Viewly.
nonsense.
Any sort of forum.
That's why I didn't get on there until 2015. I never understood Facebook, other than to catch up with mates you hadn't seen for a while or whatever. But why am I going to, that's the thing. Why wouldn't I keep that private? Why do I have to, publicize everything to the whole world? I swear to God, it is
don't use Facebook.
If you don't take a photo of it, or you don't film it, and you don't post it on Facebook, it's like it didn't happen. And that mentality was doing my head in for so long.
I use Facebook because of the community around Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and to really understand what's
happening.
BJJ. To understand what's happening in the community, and especially given that, I'm a competitor at times. So for me, Facebook has proved to be really useful when I'm part of a collective group that's global.
Yeah. You can create that. Why don't you start the BJJ Society on bloody Steam it?
Somebody may have already done that.
So join it.
Yeah, I will.
Because Steam it's much more productive. Like I've said, productive.
Collaborative, positive.
Positive's my main thing.
Yeah.
And you're not going to make $2,000 for posting a selfie of yourself going like this, like teenagers do on Facebook. So
kissing fishy lips.
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
But it looks stupid. Give us a smile. Okay. Cryptkeeper said, oh, no, we're going
Actually,
to...
I think, again, if I don't have a hardware wallet, what wallet should I get?
Depends on what coin you're using.
I'm hopeless. I don't really know.
I'm going to say Chiakai Hinohara. Chiakai Hinohara. If you don't have a hardware wallet, dude, it depends on what coin you're using. Like for me, I've obviously got a PIVX wallet, and I can use the Core wallet, and that's what I use. There is also the Android wallet available on that one. And what you'll find is most currencies do have a Core wallet, which you can actually, it's much more secure than keeping on an exchange, for example.
Yeah. So like when I use Ether Delta, I personally use MetaMask.
Sure.
I have been looking into Nano Ledger S.
I've got a My Ether wallet.
Yeah.
I've got a Neo 0.0.8 wallet. I've obviously got my PIVX wallet.
Yeah. So it really depends, I think, as you said, on the exchange and also what coin is being used.
Yeah, for sure. All right. I'm going to just get these last couple of comments and then we're going to check out for the day. It's just ironic. Facebook is the most centralized corporation in the world, but it's hard to ignore crypto. If Facebook adds their own coin or any, what's that say? GG. Good game. I don't know what that means. Huge for mainstream adoption. Yeah, look, it is good for crypto if it happens, because but crypto is already so big on social media. I can't believe that people who are super active on social media won't have already heard about crypto. I can bring it further into the light, though, can't I?
Look, I can't sort of comment on Facebook because I don't look at crypto on Facebook. I think the most active space for me would be Reddit, Medium, in terms of a blog page. You've got Steemit, but I think my go-tos are Reddit and Twitter and Medium. Yeah,
my go to Steemit and the Coastal Watch website, which lets you view the beaches.
It's very important.
It is. Got to check that surf. Speaking of which, I might go for another one because the Gold Coast is giving us an absolutely classic day. The water is crystal clear. The sun is shining. So I'm going to check out for today. Guys, thanks for joining in for the conversation. Thanks to Dee, who has joined us again for another crypto chat. Extended one today. We went for ages.
We did. Just looking at the time.
Yes. Sorry. We rabbited on. But I hope you enjoyed the conversation. We certainly did. And look forward to seeing you again for another crypto conversation and report tomorrow. See ya.
See you later.